So, guys, hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this exclusive invite only live demo. So, this is for our SOC Blue Team program. My name is Ankush Sharma, and I'm the program manager for this particular course. So, before we begin, let me tell you this today, this is not a generic webinar. It is designed to give you a real taste of what it feels to be working in SOC rules, defending companies against big cyber attacks. Now, on a quick note, I also want to mention so we have people from different walks in life. Some of you are already working as a network engineer. Some people are working as a desktop engineers, I believe. I went through each and every one of your forms that you guys filled, and we have carefully selected few candidates so that you guys are able to clear your questions in this program and have more clarity before you take that final step. So, in today's agenda, we will be hearing from three of our expert trainers, right? So one trainer will be taking Security Plus and CYSA Plus. Her name is Sia. She is having total experience of about 12 years in cybersecurity. Then we have one of our instructors who have worked about 10 years on just one tool, that is Splunk. So Splunk is like heart of SIEM operations in any SOC rules. So he is going to discuss about how we are going to learn that and why it is relevant and important to learn that. And to wrap it up, we'll have another instructor who is kind of expert towards cloud cybersecurity operations. So he'll be covering your SC-200, right? Each trainer will take about 20 to 25 minutes to show you live demos and examples and why this particular thing have been added into this program. And after that, once they have done their part, right, I'll walk you through the SOC Blue Team program, how it is structured, what sort of audience it is actually fit for, and how you can exactly secure your support. So in the end, we will keep it open for Q&As, and if you have any questions you can drop it in the chat or you can unmute yourself and clear it on the spot, right? So during the trainers part, I would highly encourage you let them finish first, and then once they are done you can ask them questions on that particular module if you have any. So I think, Utkarsh, we can start off with the first instructor, right?
Yes, please.
So I think Raj from Splunk would start this, correct?
Right, right. Hi, Raj.
Hey, hi Ankush. Hi everyone. Myself Raj VK, and I have like around 10 years experience in IT, and most of the time I've worked in Splunk, and also have some exposure and working experience in ELK, QRorder, and Azure Sentinel, and Cribble, this kind of the solutions. And in only Splunk have like around 8 years, and the total have like around 10 plus years, and mostly I'll help the SOC team to like, create content, use cases, and mostly I'll help to the SOC teams to build and create different kind of use cases for security purpose. And I'm more into onboarding different kind of the log source, security log sources with the Splunk, and there I can able to create a different kind of the use case for like analyzing, monitoring, and also I'll help the teams, SOC teams, to integrate different kind of the IoT threat intelligence for better visibility, and to detect and monitor solutions. Yeah, that is all about myself, and today I'll give some exposure what is the SIEM, and how we have to like specifically like why should we go with the Splunk SIEM, and what are the differences between other SIEM solutions which are available in the market, and how the Splunk is different with other solutions. And and after that maybe I'll give some real-time exposure, and I'll show you something how this tool works, and what kind of the what we are discussing, right? Maybe I'll go first 10 minutes some theory, and I'll try to explain like what kind of the tabs and what kind of options which are available in the Splunk, and after that then I'll explain, and I'll show you some real-time scenarios, and maybe I'll show you some real-time what are the options which are available in the Splunk for SOC purpose, for real-time monitoring. And so first 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I'll go with a few of the theory concept, then I'll explore, and I'll show that actual tool. Okay, so like SIEM, what is the SIEM? SIEM is nothing but it's like centralized platform. SIEM will call as security information and event management. So any kind of like maybe if you want to monitor and any kind of like SOC activity, anything monitoring or any kind of like operations analysis or investigation to detect something, to monitor something, and anything you want to act, right? The SIM is like heart of the solution for the SOC with that. So SIM is the solution where you can where you can onboard all your different kind of the security logs. So SIM is kind of like centralized solution where you can able to onboard different kind of the log sources. For suppose you have a any Windows server, like where we have like Windows event security events, Linux servers. So Linux, all the authentication related activities, and any firewalls like perimeter firewalls, switches, routers, network devices, or any like proxies and any web application firewalls, web devices. So all this kind of having their own logs, but all these logs are storing in their own system. So SIM is the solution is nothing but how like any solution, like any searching platform or anything, right? Maybe any like AI or something. So how it is bringing the all the like prescribed solution, right? The SIM is the solution. With that, you can able to onboard all your different kind of the log sets as a single solution called as a SIM. So with that, just you can keep all your events at a single place. With that, you can able to monitor, and you can able to if any threats or something, any suspicious activities happening into your environment, right? With that, you can able to detect those kind of activities, and also you can able to investigate what is happening into your environment, and also you can respond accordingly as per your investigation. Okay, so we'll discuss some high level points about the Splunk SIM. So all security related data. So this is the Splunk SIM solution. With that, you can able to onboard all the different kind of like security event. As I said, right? Any Windows events, Linux servers, perimeter firewalls, switches, routers. So every device having their own set of security logs. So all these logs I can onboard those logs into Splunk. So Splunk is the like centralized solution where I have a visibility to view my events. Okay. So with this Splunk, I can able to onboard any kind of security events with the Splunk. So quickly ingest data at massive scale. So Splunk don't have any like certain limitation. You can able to onboard n number of events. You can onboard any event where you can onboard security events, Windows servers, Linux authentication logs, any perimeter firewall, switches, routers, proxies, WAF, any device you can able to onboard. There is no certain limitation. You can onboard from 1 GB to like 1 petabyte. Like there is no certain limitation in the size. You can onboard any event. If you think maybe the certain event which is related to security, something you can able to monitor. So all those events you can able to onboard with the Splunk. Okay, that is like one advantage. And fast flexible investigation. So for suppose if you want to search any specific IP, for suppose you want to search something malicious IP from any like perimeter firewalls, any Palo Alto or any kind of such kind of truck. Maybe if you want to search 1 million events in 1 minute, so that kind of the fastness, we have this tool. With that, you can able to filter millions of events within 1 or 2 minutes. So that kind of the flexible investigation we can able to perform using the Splunk. And also petabyte scaling. For suppose maybe today you have like all your event size maybe 1 terabyte. Maybe in the next year, maybe coming couple of years, right? Maybe your size is going to increase. So that way you can able to scalable your environment as a solution, as well as Splunk ES inbuilt having certain features, SIM and UEBA, user entity behavior analytics, risk analytics, and Splunk is the open ecosystem, and you can able to integrate with any solutions like any AWS, Azure, GCP, or any cloud device or any device you can able to integrate with. And also Splunk is available in two solutions. One is on premises, the same SIM solution you can build into your on premises within your data center, and the other solution as a cloud. So maybe if you don't want to like maintain all this solution, simply you can take this solution as a cloud. Okay, just no need to maintain any servers in your environment. So Splunk is offering two kind of the services. One is on-premises SIM, and let's discuss about their core features and functions, and how it will process the data. Okay, so as I said, right, the Splunk can able to ingest any certain kind of events and any device. It can able to onboard any device, any security device. So using Splunk, you can able to monitor all your events. You have a like very clear visibility what is happening in your environment. For suppose maybe something, any suspicious activities, any like any login failure, any brute force attack, and any like exfiltration, like maybe whatever it activity which is happening into environment, using this monitor is the feature. With that you have like a very clear picture and visibility. So whenever if you onboard these logs, right, you have like certain clear visibility. With that you can able to monitor all your security related event at the same place. Okay, and also you have a detects. So first thing is about to monitor. So before monitor, maybe you monitor and you create a certain use case. For suppose maybe you create some brute force attack, and maybe and any such kind of like malicious attack activity, right? You can create certain use case for that. With that you can able to detect, you can create certain rules. For suppose I want to monitor anything login failure within 10 minutes span. If any login failure for specific user account, and I want to monitor if within 5 minutes span, if any specific user account is getting login fails more than 10 times, then then it should get as a alert. So this kind of the use case I can able to write, and it can be able to create using the Splunk. Not only the brute force, just any use case. For suppose maybe I want to monitor my traffic. If something, maybe any proxy, maybe I have some certain proxy servers already on board the logs, and I want to monitor like something, any traffic which is going via my proxy the more than 1 GB, then it should get as a alert. So all those kind of the real-time use case I can able to create using the Splunk. Okay, and also whatever which I created those use cases, right? With that, maybe for suppose I create one use case whenever my login failed count is more than 10 times for any specific user. For suppose those alert got triggered, then with that I can able to investigate, and I can able to identify whether that alert, whatever it triggered, right, whether it is false positive or true positive. And with that I can able to respond to the consent team. So the main core functions of Splunk SIEM is monitor and detect, and whatever you detect as per that use case, right, you can able to investigate. So as per your investigation, you can able to respond. So this all four are core functions of Splunk SIEM. Okay, and okay, so let's discuss about like what are the like primary tabs and features which are available in Splunk Enterprise Security. Okay, so notable event is one tab where we have all the triggered alerts are placed in one place, that will call as a notable events. So notable events is the place where you can able to see all your security related alerts at the same place. So notable events is the tab where you can able to see all your alerts which are triggered. You can able to see notable events tab. Okay, and asset and identity. So every asset and identity in SOC perspective having certain score. Okay, for suppose maybe in perimeter firewall having like certain will call as a so every device or asset, right, they're having their own capabilities and their own classifications. For suppose maybe you have like perimeter file having certain classification, and AD related logs having certain classification. So with this enterprise security, just no need to add any manual classifications. Splunk itself can able to identify the device, whatever it is sending logs, right? What kind of asset it is, whether it is a firewall, whether it is the switches, whether it is the router, whether it is the WAF. So those kind of inbuilt mechanism, Splunk having that inbuilt mechanism can able to identify what kind of asset it is. Okay, and also risk analysis. Risk analysis for every alert or for every asset having certain risk score that will define as per their maybe if you are using some certain like any high like maybe high profile accounts, high profile users, maybe CEOs, or maybe like any top director, those kind of user accounts will come under high risk analysis, right? High profile, those kind of the accounts having high risk. So Splunk can able to identify the risk of any user accounts or any device. So accordingly, Splunk inbuilt have the feature to detect, and Splunk inbuilt having a feature to give certain risk score, and with that risk score the SOC analyst can able to identify and can able to act, right? So with that risk score, Splunk, any SOC analyst can able to identify that criticality of the alert. Those kind of features are inbuiltly available in Splunk Enterprise Security, and also Splunk have integrated with different kind of threat intelligence suites, Taxi and so different kind of threat, Google and all kind of threat intelligence is already by inbuilt is integrated with the Splunk. So whatever any malicious activities, any malicious domains, or any suspicious hash codes, or anything which are publicly available, all this kind of the IOCs by default is integrated with the Splunk. So if something suspicious, anything threat intelligence related activities we want to investigate, and so those kind of the IOCs is already pre-built integrated with the Splunk, and whenever if any suspicious IP, those kind of the IPs or domains are which is available in your logs, right, it will detect and it will trigger the alert. And also Splunk having like lot of have like very plenty, like very beautiful use case library. You have like more than 1,000 real-time use cases which are available in use case library. With that, you can able to use different kind of the use cases, brute force, any kind of use case you can able to create using this use case library. And also there is an option called adaptive response. For suppose you created one alert, adaptive response is nothing but maybe if you want to integrate something with any third-party solution. For suppose I triggered one alert and I want to make them as any service node ticketing tool. And maybe if you want to take certain actions to like any source platform, those kind of adaptive response actions, you can able to perform using the Splunk. So all these kind of like core features which are available in the Splunk. Okay, this is all about Splunk Enterprise Security. Let's show you some real time about whatever the options which we discussed, right? Maybe I'll show you like 5 minutes about all what we discussed, right? I'll show in the real time. So whatever which we discussed, all the Splunk SIEM features, right? This is the app where you can able to see all your events or all your alerts and all your dashboard, security posture, and all your use case. So this is the common place where you can able to see all your tabs, water, which I explained the features, right? Splunk Enterprise Security. So this is the app where you can able to view all your tabs. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Okay, so security posture is a tab where you can able to see what is happening into your environment. For suppose how many notables, how many alerts which are triggered in last 24 hours, whether those alerts which are related to access, whether it is endpoint, like any like AV related, whether it is related to network, whether it is related to identity, audit related, threat related. So those kind of security posture which available by default in the Splunk. So whatever the alerts which are triggering in the Splunk, right? There is a dashboard, there is security posture is a tab where you can see all your key indicators. So what kind of the alerts which you have received, whether it is related to access, endpoint, network, identity. So those kind of the visibility you can able to get under the tab called security posture. And also we have other tab called SOC. Here you can able to see we have like different kind of SOC dashboards and SOC watch list, and we have like few lookup tables related to SOC, and also we have few investigate something if any investigation which have identified, maybe if you have done any certain threat related investigations, right? All those kind of the investigation you can able to save under this tab. And also we have like incident review page. This is actual page like where all the SOC team is monitoring all the alerts. Okay, let's okay, so this is a tab where you can able to see all your triggered alerts. Here you can able to see like what kind of time and what kind of security domain, whether it is related to access, threat, or what kind of the alert it is, and what kind of the urgency it is, and whether it is a new ticket or whether it is assigned to someone else, or what is the infogress or open or closed. So all this kind of like status you can able to assign here. And so this is like most of the times like SOC guys will spend a lot of time into incident review page where actual alerts get triggered. This is the page where they can able to like do all your analysis as part of like SOC analyst. And also we have some other pages, security intelligence, and here we have certain pages like risk analysis. You can able to perform certain risk analysis for all your assets, and you can able to identify insider threat activity. Is there any threat activity into your events? You can able to identify all those things under security intelligence page. And also you have like some security domains tab, and this tab having different kind of like security domains, whether so here you have like all the access center. So what kind of like anything something security domain which is related to access or endpoint or any AV related or anything network related, identity related, though all those kind of the security domains you can able to view under this tab, security domains. So audit related tabs you can able to see in any like investigation overview and such like what kind of like audit which you are performing. And also if you want to search something here, you can able to search. Here you have like all the SOC related dashboards, reports, data sets, search, and whatever. If you want to search anything, right here you can able, this is the place where you can able to search. And also this is the configure tab. So all your configurations, so all your use cases will build under this tab. So by default, like Splunk having like around 1,000+ use cases, we have like very good library, use case library. With that, you can able to like whatever the use case which were required for your analysis, right? You can able to use those use case. Some main tabs are incident review, security posture, and you have like there is a tab called SOC where you have like all the dashboards, and security intelligence page where you have like all the threat related analysis, and domains page like domain related activities, whether it RT, endpoint, access. So all those kind of domain related activities you can able to see here. And there is a page called configure, and where you can able to see all your security use cases. Yeah, this is all about the app. Maybe in the coming session we can discuss more about it. Yeah, that's all about my side, Ankush.
Okay, Raj, just two questions for you, if you don't mind, right? Which I think most of the audience would be interested to know. I think it is a common, question that most of us have. One, since we are covering, Splunk certified power user certification in this, right? How beneficial it is for someone, who is getting into a SOC role?
Okay. So maybe SOC perspective, maybe they have an idea about how the like 7 layers work and how the like security things. But as a SIM, and this is the solution, right? Where actual SOC expert should work. If he's maybe if he done some maybe if he done the certification like Splunk Power User, this kind of the certification, he have some idea about how can he build this use case, how can he build these reports, how can you present his data, what is happening security posture, what kind of the traffic he's getting, what kind of like failure logging. So all this kind of the things he can able to present as the dashboards, as well as he can able to create different kind of the use cases as per the requirement. And maybe if you're certified Splunk Power User, right, as per the market standard, SOC is already one kind of like additional to him, right? Maybe the power user, if he done the certification, the power user, he gives some additional value and weightage to the resume, and he can able to so SOC is only perspective for analysis, as well as he can able to understand how the SIM work and what kind of the different kind of knowledge objects, as I said, right? Dashboards, reports, alerts, use case, how can we create, how can we manage, and how can we like edit, and how can we like do certain kind of investigation, right? All those kind of the things you can able to enhance your analysis perspective more into using the Splunk Power User certification.
Okay. Second question that I have is, so you are getting almost close to 40 to 45 hours in the content, right? That
Yes.
in particular training you will be delivering. Will it be enough for every student who is part of the program to go in a real job and perform practically?
Okay. So whatever content which I'm delivering, right, that is delivering the candidate should have. So whatever content which I'm delivering with that 45 classes, right, after that 45 classes, he should have certain experience. The candidate who is having at least 4 years 4 plus years of experience in the Splunk. So that kind of the material, that is kind of like knowledge which I'm going to share in with that 40 to 45 classes. More about like architecture, how the things work, how can we onboard, how can we create the use cases, how can we integrate a different kind of threat intelligence suites, all those kind of the things I can able to deliver. Sorry to Ankush, I have some other call. I'll be back
No
in
problem,
15,
guys.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, he will join again. I can see
I'll
him.
join 9:30. I'll join like next 25 minutes. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So Sayed, he will be joining soon, right? So he has some.
Actually, hi Ankush.
Yeah. Hi.
Am I audible?
You are.
The concern is that most of the people have learned about the SIM tools like Splunk or ArcSight or McAfee through the training and labs, but ongoing trainings are not enough to crack an interview or a job regarding the cybersecurity, because I already have done some past experiences. As I have completed the ArcSight tool in 2022, but companies are asking about the experiences, the core live network experiences. In It's not about the lab setup and what we have learned about the. So that will be
Okay.
my
Let me take
concern.
it for you, Sayed. Let me take it for you. So it's almost been 12 years that we are in business, right? Running networkings. And so far we had tie up with almost close to 634 companies who hire directly from us. But out of this, if I talk about active companies, there are almost close to 373, right? Which hires from us. So in the past, we were getting a lot of inquiries where companies wanted to fill positions of SOC roles, right? When we decided that we will be helping our students transitioning into SOC roles, so the people who decided on the curriculum, right, they are the people that are leading biggest cybersecurity teams with product companies, right? So the curriculum that we have built and the opportunities that are generated are aligned in terms of requirement of demand and supply. Are you getting this? So you can be assured that in this path that you are going to work on, in the projects that you are going to work on, right, it would be enough to make certain changes. And coming to the employability part, right, Sayed, since you asked this question as well, see, employability is not just about learning stuff, right? A lot of people are learning things. Probably all your colleagues who are working in a role similar to you are learning things. It is also about efficiency in building your skills in the right direction with the proper mentorship. When you want to take that next step into your career, right, you need someone who have already done that. Unless and until that person is not telling you how to make it possible in an efficient and a systematic manner, probably it will be too difficult for you to do that. It is not just for you, it is with most of the students that I have spoken in my 15 years of career. The problem is they don't have a proper direction or someone who can actually points them into a proper direction. A lot of people, what they do, they talk to their seniors in the teams or they talk to their managers. But your manager have also achieved a certain potential in their life. Probably if you want to go into Microsoft team becoming a security lead, that person can actually tell you where the gap is, where you are now in your skill set and where you need to be. And when we bridge this particular gap, that is when successful transitions happen. Make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, I think next one would be Sia. I'll be taking all of your questions, right? It's not like I just took Sayyed's question. Any question that you have, I can assure you that I'm in a capacity to answer it with my capable team alongside me. So feel free to all ask all the questions that you have in mind. For now, for the time being, I would highly appreciate if you can write it on a piece of paper so that you remember when the time comes. I will ensure that all your questions are answered before you leave this particular meeting. For now, we will have our second instructor. Sia, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Ankush. Hi, all. Good evening. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So my name is Sia Kapoor, and I have more than 10 years of experience into cybersecurity. So my journey, till now, I have worked onto many blue team as well as red team projects, but my main expertise lies into like purple team projects, like where I was working on both like blue team and red team aspects parallelly. If I talk about my certifications, I am OSCP certified, I am CH Master, I am EJPT, and I have also done CYSA Plus. So, Yeah, so now firstly, I'm just sharing my screen and let's understand the teams in CyberSec. So we have a red team and we have a blue team. So in red team, you might be knowing that we have the offensive people. So we have hackers, we have pen testers who are working in this domain. And on the other hand, we have this blue team. So they are the defense professionals. So this SOC analyst pathway which we are providing, this is entirely focusing on to blue team. But to be a master of blue team, you also need to understand the attacks, methods by which a hacker is performing the attacks, and a lot more tools. So that's why, like in our this master program, we have certain modules. So here, like I'm just sharing my screen for now. Yeah, so now here, like, I guess my screen is visible. So now in this blue team specialization track, we'll be firstly seeing foundations, which is the self-paced program. And then the second module is on to CompTIA Sec Plus, which will be helping you in building your foundations. Because now see, now in every interview, like basic questions are also being asked. So for that thing, you need to have the knowledge of these domains. And CompTIA Security Plus is also a like very widely known industrial recognized certificate, which is having a good value in the market. So we'll firstly be understanding like the concepts which we have in this. So see, to become a good defense professional, you also need to understand like how a hacker is thinking, what all tools he's using, and what all and by what all ways he's trying to hack your system. Then only you will be able to build better defenses. So firstly, we shall be understanding like the foundations. So because I am assuming that most of you, okay, so may I please know like how many of you are from cybersecurity background and how many of you are not from this? You please use chat box for giving the answer. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So you all can use chat box to give your answers, and please be a bit interactive because because we need to understand like what's your background. So like that's why we have included all the domains. So firstly we have the foundation, yeah, CompTIA
Just a
Sec
second,
Plus.
yeah, just a second. Ushka?
Okay, so here so this particular domain is divided into certain small modules. So we'll firstly be learning about cybersecurity foundations, which is very very important. Now, whatsoever thing you are learning, you need to be good at foundations. So we'll be learning about chain management, cryptographic solutions, and then we shall be learning about different type of attacks which are happening, the ways by which hacker is performing the attacks, the mitigations, and how we can basically and how we can basically be aware and we can just prevent these attacks from happening. Then we'll be understanding security architecture. So this thing we will be covering in depth, where we'll be learning about enterprise architecture, enterprise infrastructure architecture, like how it is, data protection, resilience recovery, and then like we'll also be learning about vulnerability management, automation, incident response, data resources. So all these things are the foundations. So these things we shall be covering in this Sec Plus domain. Now, apart from that, we'll also be learning about data governance. So this is one of the module from GRC. So in cybersecurity, mainly we have three type of domains: red team, blue team, and GRC. So in GRC, we talk about governance, risk, and compliance. So here we shall also be learning about the basics of auditing, compliance, basic standards, and risk management techniques, and how we handle risks. So all these things we shall be covering in this, because in interviews, now let's say if you are somebody who is a fresh graduate, or if you have some experience, uh, so basic questions can be asked from any one of you, because GRC and risk management and the foundation concepts, they are important. So no matter how much experience you have, you still need to know this. So yeah, so I guess some responses are there in the chat box. Okay, so all right. So now, like, yes. So if you are not into cybersecurity domain right now, then CompTIA Sec Plus will be providing you a solid foundations in cybersecurity, because here we will be starting from level 0. So now in our this particular roadmap, so we are starting from level 0, where we firstly have foundations. So just like whenever we start learning any language, we first see alphabets, then we form the words, and then we form sentences, and then paragraphs. We learn how to write, and then we learn how to speak. So it's a proper structure. Similarly, we have the foundations, which is for everybody. Like no matter if you're from humanities background, or if you were working in some different domain, you all, yeah. So this is very very important for everybody. And then we have this CompTIA Sec Plus, which will which is having a lot of important domains, a lot of important concepts, which is even being asked in interviews. Um, Now, after we'll be covering this, then we will be moving on with the CYSA program. So this examination is CompTIA Cybersecurity Analyst Plus, and now here we shall be discussing about the blue team domains. So, firstly, we were beginners earlier when we were on to level 0, then we move on with level 1. Now we are on to level 2, where we will be understanding the security operations, because this entire program is focusing on to blue team. So whatever things we will be learning, that so all the concepts will be in relation with the defense, like how industries, like how things are happening in the companies and how interviews are being asked. So we will be covering both the things together. So here we should be learning about malicious activity indicators. We'll be understanding network anomalies. We will also be learning like how we can some of the common patterns. We will be understanding packet analysis in Wireshark. We shall be using multiple tools like ITS, IPS, firewalls, SIEM tools in this module. Then we have a dedicated module onto vulnerability management. In certain companies, they have a dedicated role as vulnerability management analyst or vulnerability management consultants. And these people are basically involved into vulnerability scanning, vulnerability prioritization, and then proposing the solutions, like how this could be mitigated. They also work on to creation of very good reports, and these people, they are working with both red and blue teams together. So this vulnerability management is also a very very it's a very good domain. And if you will check online, you will see that there are a lot of big companies like EY, IBM. So we have many companies who are hiring only for vulnerability management experts, and it's one of the domain which we are covering here. But I shall also be providing you the real life scenarios, and how we do vulnerability management in our company. And then we have an entire module on to incident response management, and then reporting and communication. Because if you're working as a consultant or an analyst, you should know like how to communicate with your client. So that is also a very important domain. So these things we shall be covering. So for your CompTIA Sec Plus and for your COS exam, I will be your instructor. And yeah, so I can see the chat box. 1 second. Okay, so you're saying I have learned AWS and some networking basics, and I am technical support and struggling. See, because these days market is very competitive. Because even students who are in the university, even they have started learning the things. But it's never too late to start learning. Like if you like, because see, if you know that there is some skill gap, so that thing can only be compensated like after you are learning a particular domain. Because see, these days we have plenty of resources online, so we should research, we should see where we are lagging. And company JD, like, so JDs are easily available online. We can just look for JD, and we can prepare for the things which are asked like by that particular company. So this is how people are preparing from their university time itself. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fine. So now like we can see a practical. Um, so just give me a second where we will be analyzing a Wireshark file. Okay. Um, okay. So one second. I'm just sharing my. So firstly, I'm just opening my image. I'm just stopping my screen share for a while. Yeah. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can just type in the chat box till the time I am just sharing my screen. Yeah, so for now, like we shall be like using a very simple tool. It's Wireshark. So Wireshark is a packet sniffing tool where by Wireshark, like we can analyze packets. So Wireshark is also used for network diagnostics and for troubleshooting purpose. So we shall be using it now. So firstly, I'm just telling you like how to install Wireshark. So this is how we will be installing it. And then here like I am already having some pcap files with me, and we will be analyzing the files, and we will be searching for the flags from that. So I'm just opening my Wireshark. Okay, so now let's start it. So even you all can install Wireshark in your PC. In Kali, it's by default installed. But if you want to use Windows, then you can install this Wireshark separately. Okay, so some of the PCAP files I shall be sharing in the chat box too, so that even you can work on the analysis together with me. So firstly, I am sharing some of the files in the chat box. I guess the option is enabled. So one second.
Sia, what is the purpose of using this Wireshark actually?
Yeah, so this Wireshark is basically a sniffing tool. And Wireshark is, Wireshark is basically used for packet analysis. Now, let's say if you are solving any CTF or if you are working on to packet sniffing, then you need to know Wireshark because your real-time packets they're being captured by Wireshark, and there are a lot of and there are a lot of options in Wireshark which we should know, like so we can even extract objects. So like from the perspective of solving ctf challenges, till let's say if you're working in industry, even we are using wireshark for a basic packet analysis. Moreover, yes, so we shall be analyzing pcap ng files for now. Okay, yes, so now I cannot share the attachment. It's fine, I'm just showing in my pc.
I think those are not supported.
See, it's fine. Can you take remaining, 5-6 minutes on explaining our students, like, how exactly learning Security Plus and CYSA Plus positions them for, SOC 2, SOC 3 roles in the future?
Sure. Okay. So firstly, like, we can just go with the practical and then I will be explaining, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Sia got some issues right now. See, it's taking some time. So, like, we have Aaron with us right now. So, hi, Aaron.
Okay,
How are you?
then Aaron. So guys, I'll just introduce Aaron as well. So guys, Aaron will be taking your SC-200 module. He again comes from, good experience from some top product companies. So he's going to discuss about this particular part, like, why we have taken this in the program and how it's going to help you. Yeah, Aaron, over to you.
Hey, hi everyone. I hope I'm audible. Just for a confirmation.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes.
very much, Venkatesh. So let me just share my screen. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Yes. So hi everyone. My name is Aaron, and I work for Network Kings. So basically, we are going to be covering up for SC-200 over here. So in this SC-200, what we are going to be learning, this is very, very important right now. So we are actually going with Microsoft tools. Okay. So in Microsoft tools, and we are also actually moving day by day to cloud also as well. So as we're shifting in this cloud, we are going to get lots and lots of practicality. And we are going to be going into one of the most powerful tools over here in SC-200, that is Microsoft Sentinel and Microsoft Defender for Cloud, also as well as Microsoft Defender, XDR. So this is one of the things we are going to be learning. So if you see, there is a particular thing called Custo query language. We are going to be learning the Custo query language over here. If you see in European countries, the average salary of a Custo query developer is around 40 lakhs per annum. Now, that's in pounds, but yes, when it comes to India, it's very, very less. Now, why do we have to take up this particular opportunity of learning not only Microsoft Sentinel, not only Microsoft Defender XDR, not only Microsoft Defender for Cloud? The reason is, if you're actually seeing every single Saturday, let me take an example over here in Bangalore, Electronic City, there is every single Saturday for TCS company in Electronic City have the requirements for Microsoft Defender over here, and they always they're willing to pay in lakhs and lakhs of rupees. But the problem is, in India, we nearly need 1 million people for cybersecurity job. But the worst case scenario is we have only 300,000 people who are very well experienced in this. So we are also going to be looking into how automation, blocking IP address, any judgmental calls, or any kinds of accounts alerts, auto block trade-offs, and so on. There are lots and lots of patterns we are going to be looking into. So these are some of the things we will be seeing. I want to let you know that this is very extensively going into the cloud-based, and you're going to be seeing which are things which are getting migrated apart from cloud, that is in Microsoft Defender also as well. It's not only about the Defender we are going to be learning. We're also going to be learning into the compliance part also as well, like Microsoft Purview. And we also have AI, which has been integrated into the Security Copilot. Plus, we are also ensuring about learning. There are other platforms also as well, which is like Entra ID also as well. So we will be seeing the remediating activities in cloud, advising improvements like threat practices, identifying violations and organization policies. So these are some of the things which we are going to be looking. Performing triage, response to incidents, mitigate risk by exposure management, hunt on threat, KQL reporting and detection. And these are some of the tools which we are going to be looking for. Now, coming down, we have nearly few models over here, which we are going to be taking in. Okay. So I'll tell you, as I am around 15 years of experience completely in cloud technology as well as in cybersecurity. I completely specialize in cybersecurity along with my company over here. I just ensure to protect all the data over here. So most companies are actually moving into cloud. So which means all the SOC Analyst and Defender Azure, like AWS, GCP, and Azure, they are already going into every single parts of their own domain. Now things are like in cloud, it's going to be very little bit costly here, and you have to know why people are migrating to cloud. This is where something you have to see all the logs which are going to be flowing, which is pay as you go service. So you're going to deal with SIEM and SOAR techniques, and you're going to be seeing who would be blocked away right now. And there are so many exciting things you will be actually learning in this, but you will see that one of the important things is mitigation of threats. And you can use Security Copilot, which is now the most highest trending, because if you're now into AI, then you have to just get inside Microsoft to check onto AI also as well. You have Microsoft Purview. Now, the best part about the Microsoft Purview, I'll tell you, there is no particular competitor against Microsoft Purview. If you check it in GCP, if you check it in AWS, if you check it in Oracle, this is one particular product you don't have as a competition in the form of compliance. So millions of people abroad has actually implemented Microsoft Purview in the form of compliance. So this is very, very important actually. Then you have the Microsoft Defender for endpoints. This is completely into the cloud basis. Microsoft Defender for cloud, Custo query language. You will be learning from basics on how the Custo query language works. Plus, you should be available to see more about how you can actually use the commands. Keep in mind, there are lots and lots of commands you will be actually seeing. You don't need to remember all the things, but you should know when to use what. That is the Custo query commands. You will be also looking into the Microsoft Sentinel environment, connection of logs, creating a detection and performing investigation of Microsoft Sentinel, and how to do the threat hunting. Threat hunting is similar to that of Custo query language. So these are some of the things you can actually go for. And if you go in depth, you will be able to see how you can do this, pattern decisions, and not so much of deep coding is required for this. So in SC-200, you can prove to defend cloud environments in your as demand skills over here. So that's about SC-200 over here, and you also have a certification for this. This is around SC-200 certification exam, which you will be completely getting. Extra in this, what you're going to be learning is the higher level of compliance. You'll also go into the Entra ID, that is Microsoft Entra ID, where if you wanted to put your authentication, authorization, whom to block, how to create the users, just like a system, SOC analyst, you're going to be learning all these valuable insights over here. So I'm good to take up any questions in the chat. Let me know. Anybody has any questions in the chat?
So, Aaron, what is the tool that you use normally for Microsoft Defenders or any whatever you showed? All the tools they use on a daily basis, or is it like one-on-one?
This is like see, one is Microsoft Sentinel. That is one particular IaaS tool. Okay. Number second, we have Microsoft Defender XDR. Now we call it as Microsoft Defender. That is one particular tool. And the third one is Microsoft, this one, Purview. Purview is actually the compliance tool before. Now it is called as Purview because of how it is going to keep your organization. The data breaches is not going to be taking place. For example, like insider attack. So these kinds of things, we are going to have specific tools over here, which has every single one has their own unique endpoints. So we have to use those endpoints, and we will work on this in the blue level team security. So these are the tools which we are going with. And we also have the Microsoft Defender for cloud. That is very simple. You don't have much, work onto that. Everything is already taken care by the cloud. You just need to configure it based on our requirements. Hope that clarifies.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else has any questions or doubt, please share it in the chat and I'm good to take it up. As this is like a very interesting subject and very everlasting, you can actually prosper in this particular subject also as well. And as I have told you, not only TCS, I have seen Infosys also people actually looking for these kinds of requirements. There are many companies which I have worked for and I have checked onto these. This is a very powerful tools which you're going to be looking into. Any kind of attack you get, it's from either not from your local ID, but it comes from the dark website. So this dark web or deep website, we can actually get these kinds of attack using the Tor browsers also as well. Can we learn this without prior knowledge or as a fresher? Aparna, I will tell you this, that when we are going with this particular modules, we will go from scratch. Even if you don't know anything related to the cybersecurity, we will go from scratch. Okay. See, the prerequisite in that particular time was, basic things we'll have to learn. But I'll tell you this, we will go in the basic standards, how the attacks can come, why the attacks are coming. And if you have knowledge on dark web or something like that, then we can try to understand this, how the attacks comes. It never comes from local system. It only comes from this dark web side. So that's we can say. Yes, we will go without any prior knowledge. We can go as a fresher also as well, Aparna.
And adding to the point, like with Aaron, we are starting from the security plus CySA Splunk and then the SC-200 just because of things. The same thing as Aaron said, that there is some prerequisite. So that's why we are covering these all things and going end with SC-200. Right, Aaron?
Yes. Yes, we are. Any other questions, team?
Aaron, see,
Aaron.
let's say if a fresher or a person who's not from the cybersecurity, he knows a basic understanding of Defender, how it works. So, can he build his career in being a Defender expert or a SOC analyst or a blue team career building? Let's say he has no experience in cybersecurity at all. He's coming from a non-domain. So, how can he build this? And what could be the thought process? Like, can he look in the aspects of developing himself?
Okay, very, very simple, Venkatesh. So let me tell you one thing right now. When you graduate, the first thing what is your mindset? We'll have a conversation based. What do you think when we graduate? What is our mindset?
See, first thing is that we are in line with the industry.
Exactly. And by all means and efforts that the syllabus is not getting covered in your college level. They only teach you basics. The teachers don't know what is the practicality, what is even happening over there. Even if they show you TCP, IP, UDP, network protocols, trust me, that is not the way real life gets implemented. Okay. Now, what is important, I will tell you, Venkatesh, is that you should build an identity of a cybersecurity analyst. I hope you get the point. Okay. This program ensures to build your skills. Again, there is one more thing the program actually ensures is to build your self-image to become a SOC blue team person. Okay. This is something which comes along with this. If you think of yourself as a cybersecurity analyst in the small consistent growth of every single program, this will definitely, why not, definitely lead you to a better career, better high pay as a fresher itself. It all comes down to the fact that if you are actually becoming a cybersecurity analyst, it starts by taking your first step consistently every single day, Venkatesh. Hope you got the point, Venkatesh.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a basic core identity if you are building. Everything works out there. So that is what the program finally achieves. Not only just upgrade your skills, it upgrades your self-image to be a SOC analyst. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
hello.
Yes.
Yeah, so in this SC-200 module, you will be covering that whole Microsoft Defender XDR Sentinel.
Yes.
For up to which level? Like for like L1, L2, or L3? Like
We will start from basics until how the way how it actually gets. See, if the I'll tell you, Microsoft Sentinel is directly connected to Microsoft Defender also as well. So you can juggle and play over here and there. Basically, the part is that every company will have their SOC team. So SOC team will have the certain amount which is going to be sanctioned in the form of cloud or in the form of licenses also as well. So they have to be ensuring to look after only that particular thing. So if you are juggling between Microsoft Defender or Microsoft Sentinel, if there is a cloud team, they will actually pay as you go service they will do. If you are going with a license based, Microsoft Defender is more than enough. Both are interconnected. So if you wanted to play with the queries, you can go with along both of them. But I'll tell you, both of them have their own kinds of requirements. Based on that only, we will be dealing with.
Microsoft Defender XDR cover the whole thing, na? Like
Yes.
XDR in this tool, like I had worked in Trend Micro XDR, so they are covering AV part also there in
Yeah.
so like
Correct.
that like this Microsoft Defender XDR is like that only.
Yeah. Even if you see in Microsoft Sentinel, there are more things again which is not covered in Microsoft XDR actually. Okay? There are a few things which has been not been covered in there. That's why these chapters have been added over there, like workbooks and watch lists. These are some of the things which have been added over there. You can see the differences are there actually.
Like my question is, like it's Splunk we are covering in this module.
Yes.
Okay. So for SOC purpose, like on premises, right, Splunk is also used in some companies. Microsoft Sentinel is also used. Okay.
Yes.
So like Splunk, the mentor has said we will be covering like up to L3 level. So my question is, like for Sentinel, we will be covering up to surface level, like L1 level, or like this is.
We will be covering all the L1, L2, L3 levels. What and all things are going to be there, how you're going to be troubleshooting, everything will be covered in that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. This is not just a easy chapter actually, to be honest. Okay. When you take up the SC-200 by any chance, the examination, you will see the questions are not so simple when you're going to go for that.
Not so simple. I have just in my company, I have gone through this modules SC-200. That KQL is not easy to understand.
Yes, if you ask me personally, when I had the examination, I had lab exams, be it SC-200, SC-300, or SC-401. These are different subjects. But if I have to tell you, we have labs in that. So SC-200 did have labs, and it was 10 modules you might have. If your luck is good, only MCQs, drag and drop, and yes or no questions you need to take it up. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Anybody else has any other queries? Thank you very much.
Hey, Arun.
Hi.
Actually, I would just want to know that in security, it's a wide range of tools are there. Like as my colleague told me, like XDR, SOC, SIEM, and all that. So it's a very challenging to figure out which tool we should concentrate on the most. So what exactly we go through the particular tool. So we will going deeply on that particular
Okay,
aspect.
Syed, I will tell you one thing is that, see, what's the problem with the SOC analyst team actually is that they don't have skills. They think basics are more than enough and they go over there. But a wide range of teams comes with lots and lots of responsibilities. Okay, I'll be honest with you right now. I started from, watchman, then I started as a call center boy, then technical support, then as a developer. Later, when I just transitioned completely into SOC analyst team, I realized one tool or two tools is not enough. And it's all about like how you're going to deal with this. I have deal with a company where we have to deal with 350,000 people, and one tool like Splunk is not only enough. You're going to deal with active logs and many things which are going to be there. Somebody deletes something, you have to retrace it back. So it's not only just like foundation wise, you're going to be going into a huge level inside, deep dive. So that's why this program covers up lots of extensive modules, which what happens is, I'll tell you, if you go to an industry, you don't know that you don't know this particular tool even exists, but majority of the company uses Splunk. One of the things, it's quite in the front end wise, it's quite underestimated. Back end wise, it is most powerfully used. Again, same goes with Microsoft Defender, Sentinel, and cloud also as well. Front end wise, something like people are not aware, I would say, as a specific term. Back end, they are widely used. Okay, Syed, hope that makes clarity. Tools will be different. It will give you, there are so many hundreds of tools. Like Wireshark, Sia has already told, Wireshark is one of them, Splunk is one of them. You ought to explore lots of them because you're going to be upgrading to industry standard level. And in the end, you have to ensure you have mentioned everything what you have worked in your resume. That is the most important thing. Nobody just hires just like that. Comes with a great efforts. Hope that clarifies you, Syed.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate your questions. Any questions? Anybody? Okay.
Okay,
So,
like Aaron, I think there is
yes.
no other more questions. So like, Ankush sir, you want to continue something or like we
Thank
have
you.
an open discussion over?
Yeah, first let's let them ask questions if any. Guys, if you have questions, you have 5 more minutes and I'll wrap it up in five next minutes. So if you have questions, go ahead and clear that.
Like we have all of them here, Raj, Sia, Aaron, all three of them
Yeah,
are here.
Yeah, hi. I have one question. Can you hear me?
yeah, Shivani, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I've already like I am 4.5 years experience in networking, like 2.5 years in only networking, and then like, as a technical support in network security. So now I don't want to continue with tech support. I wanted to start with any other field, like other uh, designation, let's say in security only, where like in tech support, it's like very the job role is so I can say that it's so stressful. We have to like continue work 9 hours, sometimes like 10 hours. So is there any other position I can like right now I'm not working from last 1 year, and it's like a total 1 year gap I had, and so what should I do? Like I wanted to continue in networking, so what will be the good position for me? And so I don't want to do the night shifts as well. In tech support, we have to do like 24 hours. I know that in networking, other position is also having the same, but yeah. So what should I do right now, and what course I should pursue to continue my career?
Aaron, would you like to take that?
Okay. As ma'am, are you clear what you want? You're very clear about what you don't want. That I can
Yeah.
identify by your question. What do you actually want?
So, like in networking, I think that there are other positions as well, network administrator, uh,
Mm-hmm.
right now, last year, I have worked with Sophos as a cybersecurity only. So
Okay.
I am interested in cybersecurity. So what roles I can continue with? That will be not more of customer facing.
Hmm.
It should be like
Yes, see, I'll tell you, one of the key challenges I will tell you, security when it comes, it is 24/7. So, I mean, like, there are some companies which will definitely provide you as a day shift also as well. That is there.
Mhm.
Any MNC companies you go, it's going to be definitely a 24/7 thing, which is going to be on cybersecurity. Depends on each and every person how they take it up. Okay. You
Okay.
can have a full transition of your career from network security and like from technical support. I would tell you, it is quite interesting only when you work with that. And once you learn the specific tools and technology, whether it's in Wireshark, CompTIA, Splunk, Microsoft XDR, any kinds of technologies you're actually going with, you're going to be upgrading yourself, not only just as a skill set, your self image also as well. Based on that, you will be ensuring to get the right kind of opportunities when you mention it in your resume. See, these are like how you're going to be taking as a monitoring basis activity completely. You're going to prevent it, how you have actually saved up this particular company. That is the real game. Okay, how you save the company from not getting attacked. That is what they are going to look for. What value did you add? Okay, as a network security, what value did you add? Can you recall and let me know?
So values for the company, you said that
Yes.
any of the engineer contributes, right?
Yes.
I think
Basically, see, if I am
yeah,
very sure, if you're a technical support
yeah.
and you're not an engineer over there, you barely even contributed is something which every person in the engineering field will come to see. Okay.
Yeah.
What was your contribution? That is the first part of the
Yeah.
interview. Anybody like me will come and ask, what was your contribution? From there, we will start all kinds of questioning. How did you do? Why did you do? And worst case, why when you did that? If you don't know why you're doing that, you're screwed for that particular moment of
Mhm.
answerable. So you should be very clear on what you are actually looking for, number one. Number two, you will have to upgrade the skills. And see, security comes with 24/7 job role. So it's up to you how you're going to be speaking with your future manager and everything regarding the
Mhm.
shifts, actually. So I would like
Okay.
to tell you, it comes with a great, conversation, how you take it up with your team. Hope you
Yeah.
understood that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Understood. Thank you so much, Arun.
Thank you so much.
Okay, anybody else have any question? I think no. So I don't know. I'll just quickly take five and wrap this up.
Sure.
Right. Let me share you my screen, guys. Utkarsh, not able to share. Please check.
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Basupur.
Yes, sir. I am completely from a non-technical background, and
Okay.
I have a total of 14 years of experience.
Okay.
So I am planning to move to a technical side. So I have done a CCNA and CCNP from other institutes.
Okay.
So so it will be a, how it will be.
So,
So
like, I'm looking at a question here. Like, what's your question? You are coming from non-technical background. You learn CCNA,
So
CCNP.
I like to move technical side now, and I have a 14 years of experience.
Okay. So after learning CCNA, CCNP, right? Did you try applying for some network jobs?
So I didn't try outside, but I tried internally in my organization, but I didn't get any chance there.
Okay. See, I'll not lie to you. It is gonna be tricky, right? I'm not going to tell you like it is going to be, piece of work for you, right? That you can easily do it like other students. But yeah,
So,
provided efforts are there, I have seen a lot of people even transitioning into proper cyber roles, even in the age of 40, 35. So it is not impossible, if I can tell you. Now it depends on how much passion do you have for this particular line of work. If you have
mhm.
passion, you keep learning, right? Sooner or later, there will be companies interested. At the end of the day, I think if I'm a businessman or owner of a tech company, I would love technical sounded people with skills to join my team, irrespective of age. That's what most of the companies look at. If you can actually bring practical skills on the table, there are people looking to hire professionals like you, irrespective of what age do you are on.
Okay. So my
Yes.
question, one more question. If my in which company I am working is one of the in one of the leading healthcare company in US, and it had
Mhm.
both technical and non-technical side also. If I keep
Okay.
the if my keep my 14 years in 14 years few years as a technical background experience and move to a technical side by doing this course from your institute, so it will
Hmm.
be a benefit from, but it will be a going forward, it will be a, means it will
Absolutely.
be
Like, see, positive. Yeah.
the question is, will I able to crack the interview by keeping this kind of experience?
Okay, bro. So let's say you got an opportunity, right? You're learning, you're building skills. There is no way possible that you should not be able to clear it. See, interview is altogether a different game than learning. I've seen a lot of skilled professionals not being able to crack interviews, right? And when I say many, I've seen many. So the problem is usually one, they are never able to find a suitable opportunities for them as per their current experience and the place they want to be. Second, they did not have proper, interview giving experience when they start applying for the job. I've seen professionals, they have not given interviews in 4 years, and then they start looking for jobs. They probably do not get enough interviews. And even the interviews that they get, they are not too confident cracking it. That is why we have a proper career support here where a lot of mock interviews will be conducted. So you can practice over there. You will get a proper feedback after such mock interviews. It will give you much more confidence hearing from someone who actually hires for the roles you wish to apply for, giving you a feedback that you are good enough,
Okay, okay,
right?
okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, let's just take 2 minutes and then we can, wrap this up. I just wanted to share you something. So I'll not take much time since I can see that, our time is up, right? So this was more about the session. So irrespective of what background you are from desktop support, you are from network engineer, you are a system admin, help desk, or you are currently working in SOC L1, L2 roles, right? This program is actually suitable for you. So why Blue Team appeals to a lot of IT professionals. So there are a lot of limited growth right now if you look at traditional IT support roles. And even automation, there are some threats to entry level IT positions, especially desktop support or network support engineers, particularly due to AI, right? So a lot of companies have started hiring for the SOC roles. So if you see how many vacancies goes unfulfilled, right, who are hiring for particularly SOC roles, you'll be surprised. So in this program, irrespective of whether you are working in desktop, right, or you are a network engineer, or you're working in IT support specialist, this program is actually suitable for you. This covers about like why your job is becoming obsolete, why there is a requirement of this job role. Now, just to wrap it up, since most of my trainers have covered the major part, let me just talk about this. So right now we are only taking 25 seats in this batch. And when I say 25, it is not something a marketing gimmick. You will not see a 26 student in the batch, that is guaranteed to you, right? The seats will only be limited to 25, and if we don't see enough quality, we might drop it to 20 as well. We want to make sure that the professionals who are putting their careers in line doing this particular program with us, they succeed in this particular program. They have enough time to ask questions and get clarity in this particular program. So just one request, if you want to enroll in this particular program, right, reach out to your BDAs, right, your team, your counselors, and get it signed up, because right now I can tell you we have already 11 seats filled in this particular program. We have still remaining 14 seats to fill in our cybersecurity program. If right now you do not have a counselor, I am dropping the number in the chat. So this number belongs to my sales team. You can drop a text over there. Someone from my team will reach out to you and they'll assist you with the remainder of the details in the program, any final questions you have, and then you can block your seat in the program. Right? Thank you so much for giving us your time today. I'm saying thank you on behalf of Aaron, Sia, and all the instructors that joined us today. right? Have a wonderful evening, guys. Good night.